afternoon to Real Estate Radio San Antonio here on 930 KLUP. As your friend and host, Carla and Stan, we are privileged to share every Sunday at 3 p.m. with you. You can always reach us at realestateradiosa.com. That's realestateradiosa.com.
Real Estate Radio San Antonio is a show dedicated to helping San Antonio's housing and credit markets. Within every market, there are solutions, as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted advice, and that's our message, and we will be delivering every Sunday at 3 p.m. right here on KLUP Talk Radio 930. That's KLUP Talk Radio 930. And I want to remind you that if you ever have any real estate or credit-related questions or any questions about the show, you can contact us at realestateradio.com. Excuse me, that's realestateradio.sa.com, and we'll personally assist you. That's realestateradio.sa.com. Well, Carla, how was your week been going? And last week was Memorial, I did it again, Labor Day weekend, and we've got the last one in, and officially summer is over, so I guess I can no longer wear white T-shirts or whatever around the yard working anymore. It'd be the dark-colored ones from what they say on the shows and the magazines we read.
Oh yeah, well that's from, if you're from the Midwest, but in Texas we can wear white. I don't know. I would say another 6 weeks anyway. So, but as we are talking about real estate, your local real estate market and credit, I just want to say, if you're just tuning in, listen and stay tuned with us. We have some great tips from a top credit expert that's going to be in our last half hour. In the first half hour, we're going to have someone that's going to give you 5 pointers and what you can do to sell your home for top dollar. And so it's something that you can do, or something you can hire out. So you'll want to stay tuned. We're very excited about these 2 top expert real estate people and credit. One thing that I wanted to talk about, Stan, is a little bit about how you can pay down your mortgage.
I know that's a big thing on a lot of people's minds. How can I pay this down? How can I pay it off early? Exactly how can we do that? I mean, what's the best ways to pay that off early or to pay it down?
Let's just use a scenario. If you're in a 30-year fixed rate, fully amortized, let's start with $100,000. Let's use 6%. And if you did your monthly payment, it would take you 30 years. And if you just made your payment on time and your minimum payment, and every month it would take you 30 years to pay that loan off. However, if you wanted to pay it off in 24.5 years, if you just made that monthly payment into biweekly payments. So biweekly is just taking that monthly payment, breaking it down into 2 payments a month, and you can usually do that with your bank or your lender, and break that into 2 payments. That's going to reduce your mortgage by 5.5 years. And so if you did do nothing else but a biweekly payment. However, if you wanted to be a little more aggressive, Stan, if you wanted to add $100 a month,
okay.
What do you think that would do to your mortgage?
Oh, I wouldn't have I'd be guessing. I would say maybe drop it 1 or 2 more years. 21
years. So now a 30-year, adding $100 a month would drop that mortgage 21.
And that's paying it every other Friday, so to speak. So if you got paid twice a week, you'd make your house payment half.
No, this is just still doing you have a biweekly, and now we're just doing a 31-month payment a month with an extra $100.
Wow.
So if we didn't go biweekly and we decided just to contribute another $100 a month to that monthly payment, we would knock 9 years off our mortgage.
Wow, that's
just $100.
That's a substantial lot of money right there.
But last but not least, if you want to reduce your mortgage to an 18 years, so take it from a 30-year to an 18-year, Stan, What do you have to do?
30 years to 18 years, $200 a month?
Yep.
Oh.
You're going to go biweekly. So you're going to do the biweekly payment and the $100. And now you're going to reduce that 30-year mortgage payment to 18 years. And that's just simple math.
Well, I think that's probably one of the most important things that somebody can really understand, or what the true numbers are. And I know that's one thing that you have a very big passion, is to educate people that how they can pay their their monthly mortgage down for the total term, how they can increase their lifestyle and have wealth. And that's what it's so important. A home is one of the largest things that we're going to have in our life as far as the purchase and equity as we create wealth in our life. And so this will help us in that way. If you can imagine getting wealth 11 years faster, that's almost, that's 1/3 cutting off of reaching your goal of paying that house off and being debt free in that sense. So that's good advice.
Yeah, and you really haven't done anything. So if anybody wants some information on how to do that, I do have a handout that I could send you. So just go to realestateradiosa.com, realestateradiosa.com. Go to the contact button and just drop me a line, and I'd be happy to send it over to you.
How will we get that to them? Through email?
We could email it. They want to, go to contact. Just write in your email address, and I'll send it to them.
All right, sounds great.
I think what we need to do now is get ready and introduce our first guest.
I'm really excited about our first guest that we're bringing on. I know that we've had several realtors on in the past, and one of the big things that they talk about is the appearance, the curbside appearance of a home, and how it looks when you walk in, that first impression. And all of our realtors that we've had on here have all mentioned that was so important in selling the home, that they all place that very high on their list of things to do.
Yes, and so I'm sorry.
Yes, go ahead and introduce myself.
It's my pleasure. I want to introduce our guest today, and she's the one that is going to give us 9 simple steps. She's going to give you points on how to sell your home quickly for top dollar. She's the owner of Wow Factor Home Staging. Karen has a marketing degree, a certified stager. She's a member of the Real Estate Staging Association, San Antonio Board of Realtors, and it's my pleasure to introduce Wow Factor Home Staging.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, Karen.
Stan and Carla, for having me. I truly appreciate it. Yes, I've been in real estate 10 plus years, and staging for the last 6, and I've enjoyed it immensely. And what I like to do is let the homeowners know all the different ways that they can improve their home by doing simple preparations, and I'll help it sell quickly and for top dollar. Some of the basic concepts, obviously, is curb appeal. Now, when I was a realtor, I had clients at times not even get out of the car because the house was not appropriate for them. Simple things like mowing the lawn, pruning, mulching, painting or restaining the front door goes a long, long way. And once you get the people out of the car and into the house, then that's when you start to make the impressions. So curb appeal is number 1.
So it doesn't matter how immaculate the inside looks if you can't get them in the door.
I can put wonderful furniture inside. If the outside doesn't get them through the door, it doesn't work.
Well, we hear this week after week that some of our realtors have even said that exactly what you said, that we've had on here, have said that they've pulled up their clients and just said, I don't want to go in there. Just keep driving. Let's go to the next one. I don't even want to see this house. And it's just because of the outside yard being not mowed, tore up, maybe toys out there or whatever it may be. But it's just they won't get past that, even come in and look at the home.
And that's such a simple fix. Yeah. It really is. Okay, the second thing is, as Carla mentioned, is that first impression. And the saying is, you only get one chance to make a first good impression. You don't get a second chance. So when they walk through the door, the entrance area, whether you have a dining on one side, an office on the other, all these areas have to wow them right away. And so most buyers know within 10 to 20 seconds if this house is a contender. And so that's very important. Number 3, lighten up. I don't know any buyers that want a dark, dungeony home. They don't. Mm-hmm. They want light and bright. So sellers have to make sure curtains are open, blinds are up, lamps are on. This makes so much difference to the space, and the buyer will be impressed.
Now, when you walk into a house, Karen, and you see that it's dark or some of these things, and you've got to counsel that client on what to do. That's their home, and I know someone tells me I need to do different things in my house. My dukes go up, and I kind of get defensive. So
the first thing out of my mouth to people is how you live and how you sell are two different things. How you live is a comfortable way that works for your family. If you want your pictures of your family out, if you want a bedroom as a den or your dining room as an office, that's fine because that's how you live. But when it comes time to sell, it's a product. It's the biggest asset you have, and you have to make sure that it makes sense to the buyer. So you have to stop what you're doing, how you're living, and turn into a marketing machine.